This position is going to go through a way to do a heel raise, but try and engage more of the arch of the foot. So for me, you can see that I have pretty flat feet. My arch, especially maybe a little bit more on my right side, collapses in. So as I do this heel raise, I want to try and facilitate a little bit more activity through the arch of my foot, some of the muscles that stabilize it, tibialis posterior. So as I do this heel raise, I want to try and activate a little bit of a squeeze inward. So I'm going to use a ball, pretty much a dollar store ball. You can use anything that has a little bit of substance to it. A paper towel roll works pretty well. Any of your cleaning supplies that come in a little plastic canister. I'm going to put this ball, my inner thighs, right? And because I don't want my feet to be wide so that I'm facilitating this collapse of the arch of my foot, I want to try and bring my feet in pretty close to where I almost feel like that ball is stopping me from going in any further. And to get my big toe on the ground, I already kind of facilitate a little bit of an arch in my foot, right? Now, I could stand just resting with my hands on the wall, but I like to do a lot of these heel raises as deep into a stretch as I can. So I'll walk back to where I feel maybe just a little bit of tension in my calves. And I make sure my butt's underneath me and I'm not letting my butt kick out like this. I also am not in this sticking out. I try and really keep my body as erect as possible. So here, I try and very lightly squeeze this ball as I press into my big toe. Really trying to facilitate the medial or inside aspect of my leg raising me through this heel raise. And if I'm able to, I really try and get as high up there as I can to really squeeze the top of this. And then come down slowly. Just where my heels are about to touch the ground, and then right back up. And I'm not squeezing incredibly hard, just a little bit of light tension into the ball as I press into my big toe. Now, if any point of this range is painful, so let's say at the top I start to get a little bit of discomfort, I may either stay in a range short of pain on either side. So I may do little pulses here while I'm squeezing the ball and pressing into my big toe. Ideally, this is most effective, I would say, at the top of the heel raise, because when I get up there, I get a little bit of a turn in or coming together of my heels, like I'm clicking my heels together. I feel like that really engages the inside of the arch of my foot and my ankle. So ideally, I would especially like to do these little pulses at the top of the range, because I can really feel that start to fatigue in the arch of my foot and on the inside of my calf. But if it's too painful to do that up here, I may stay in a little bit of a lower range, gradually seeing if I can get a little bit deeper into the motion. So think about phase one being whatever range is most comfortable, and do little pulses there. Phase two, you're really trying to get up a little bit higher. And you can stay with that bigger range, coming down pretty far and coming back up. And then ideally, the hardest one would be if you can get all the way up there and work on some of these little pulses at the top to really try and engage the arch of your foot at the top of that range of motion. This is one I'd much rather do for time rather than counting, so I'd set a timer maybe somewhere in the 30 to 60 seconds, maybe even upwards of 90 seconds to 2 minutes. And this does a pretty good job as I'm going through getting some fatigue right up through the inside of my lower leg / ankle and into the lower aspect of my calf.